the #1 superfood that you must have for your skin. And guess what, girlfriends? We're talking no more than $30-something. I am so glad you joined me today. What is this fantastic superfood that's going to completely change our skin? It's going to remove wrinkles. It's going to remove fine lines. It's going to give us complete hydration. This is as good as medical grade. So what is this miracle serum? You all know what it is. A lot of you have already tried it. This miracle is cacay oil. Now I know you've heard all about this, but I want to go through it with you a little more in detail. I was contacted by Cacay Naturals not too long ago because they were so interested in the uses that I've had with cacay oil and the difference it's made in my neck and my décolleté. And so they wanted me to tell everyone about it, tell them how I did it, and they wanted to sponsor a video for me. So here I am. First and foremost, let's talk about cacay oil. What is cacay oil? Well, cacay oil comes from the cacay nut that it grows on the edge of the Andes in South America. This is a very potent oil. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about the ingredients because it's 3 times stronger than rosehip seed oil, and it's just filled with linoleic acid. Now, we all know that that was the ingredient in the argan oil, and that's why we were using it. It's just so potent and strong, and it replaces all of the fatty acids in our body because the fatty acids help plump and they also help hydrate. So we have to be able to use a serum like this that first of all brings all the A that we need, all the fatty acids, you know, the lipids that we need in our skin, and we've got to remove the fine lines and wrinkles. We don't have any more time to waste. Cacay oil has been a godsend to me personally because I have dry skin. It's perfect for all skin types. Don't get me wrong. Combination oily, dry, dehydrated, doesn't matter. Sensitive skin, cacay oil is fantastic. But for my dry skin, it has made all the difference in the world. And I'd like to explain this a little further. When I was contacted because they were so impressed with videos way back when I wasn't using cacay oil on my neck and chest, they could see a complete difference in the time that I started using the cacay oil prior to getting all the wrinkles and the bad texture on my décolleté. So let me tell you a little bit about how I use it. Of course, on retin-A nights, because I know you all are going to ask me about that. Can we use it with our retin-A? Absolutely yes. Even if it's so much more potent in A, yes you can, because cacay oil is a very gentle oil, and it works beautifully with retin-A. In other words, at night when I use my retin-A after I do all my washing and my toning and my essence and blah and all my masking prior to that, I put the cacay oil on top of my retin-A. Now my retin-A goes on my face, my retin-A goes on my neck, and it goes on my décolleté. I do use the 0.1%. I use the strongest retin-A. But don't jump in there and start doing all this now until I get finished with this. Let me explain to you. I've been using this retin-A for years at this strength. Some nights I put it on my face. We're talking about the oil on my face, my neck, and my décolleté. Some nights I'm just working right on my neck and my décolleté. I have been really working for about the last 6 months heavily on my neck and my décolleté because I am 70 years old and I'm starting to see, you know, this kind of drooping, some sagging. I started seeing some crepiness on my décolleté, and man, I went to work. I did everything I possibly could except cacay oil. Then someone turned me on to using the cacay oil on my neck and my décolleté, even on top of my retin-A. And so the last, oh gosh, I don't know, 4, 5 months, something like that, for a long time, I have been using the cacay oil on top of my retin-A. That is what has made the difference. Because I've always used my retin-A on my neck and décolleté, but it wasn't stopping all the texture issues and everything else. But once I added the cacay oil on top of that, it enhanced the retin-A to just become much more powerful. The two of them together is a gold mine. It is like superfood on parade, girlfriends. And I mean to tell you, the difference in my neck and décolleté have been something else. I use cacay oil all the time. Now, I'm very careful if I do put it on my face. And when I say careful, I'm talking about around the eyes. I sometimes just take a Q-tip and just brush it under my orbital bone. I don't get it too close to the eyes, because if you get it in your eyes, it's going to burn, it's going to sting, you're going to have to spend, buku time trying to rinse your eyes out, and then after that you got to start all over from scratch. Who needs that, right, girlfriends? So the main thing that I am saying here is that cacay oil can be used everywhere. I also use cacay oil on my hands as well. Yes, I do it at night after I do all of, my care, and I have put even retin-A on my hands. I do put cacay oil on top of my hands because I want the retin-A and the cacay to work together to keep my hands looking a little younger. Like I said, I'm losing ground, girlfriend, so I got to do everything I can to stay young and beautiful, right? So you say, Sharon, we're sold. We can use cacay in so many different ways. We can use it on our hands. We can use it on our face. We can use it on our neck and our décolleté. Oh my gosh, we're sold. Hello. And can I tell you, for about 35 bucks, you can have a bottle of cacay oil. That is all it's going to run you. And you know how long this lasts? I have in my own personal bottle here about a third left. And I've had this for a long time. Months I've had this. And it stays fresh and it's wonderful. Now I do, and you don't have to, but I do keep my cacay oil in the refrigerator. Alright, you don't have to though. Cacay oil, as long as it's in a nice little medicine cabinet, you're good to go. But I do keep mine in the fridge along with some of my other serums. I just love this stuff. Now, because I've had such fantastic luck with this, and I've impressed Cacay Naturals, they have agreed to let me have 2 bottles of the cacay oil for my sweet precious ladies, alright? So, at the end, I'm going to tell you what you have to do to win this giveaway, okay, for a bottle of the cacay oil. And you'll be just in time because you can start working on that neck and décolleté and wear something sexy and low cut during the holidays, okay? I want to read you a few questions from other people that have written in about cacay oil so you can get an idea. Can you use it with your vitamin C serum? Yes. Especially after you derma roll. This is fantastic. You can use your vitamin C and your cacay oil. Use it together if you want. I would personally recommend after derma rolling that you either put a human growth factor in there, and definitely you could put cacay oil in there, because when I've derma rolled before, I have used cacay oil and it is heaven, because it will go down deeper and it'll start working its magic. One of the other things people asked is it better to use before or after moisturizer? I wouldn't even wear moisturizer with this oil. Why would you have to? It is so completely hydrating. It is fantastic. You will need nothing. At night when I'm ready to go to bed, and if I've decided I'm going to use that cacay oil that night, I just do all of my skincare, put my retin-A as the last thing on, then I'll put cacay on instead of my moisturizer. You do not have to use a moisturizer when you have cacay oil on. It's perfect. A lot of people even take cacay oil, a drop, and mix it in their foundation during the day. Especially people that have dry skin in their look. Dry skin doesn't need water, they need oil. Dehydrated skin needs water. But we all need cacay oil. But you can take a drop of that and mix it in with your foundation, put it on your face, let it dry. It's the most gorgeous stuff you ever saw. You've got a glow you would not believe. Now, does cacay oil have a smell? You know, I have never really noticed a smell. Maybe just a little bit of a nutty smell to it, okay? But I mean, it's not anything that's going to knock you out, or it's not going to be anything that stinks. The thing I loved about this is some of the lines in my neck are no longer deeper lines. They're just faded. I do have a scar from some neck surgery, and I'm really aggressively using my cacay oil to soften that scar. And believe it or not, it has started to soften the scar on my neck. It's great for acne, it's great for blemishes, it's great for hydration. How can you miss? $35? Give me a break, because you know me, I'm a medical grade kind of gal, but I believe in cacay oil for everything. So, what I want you to do to get a bottle of this cacay oil is I want you to say down below, cacay oil is for me. And if you put that in your comment down below, you will be added in to my little pot, and I am going to choose 2 winners of a bottle of cacay oil. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't tried it, it's time to step on board. If you have tried it and you need more, step on board. Now, these are the things you have to do for this contest. You have to be a subscriber to my channel. You also have to be on my Instagram as well. I will put all those links down below for you to take care of all of that. And then I'd say, oh, in about a week, we'll just give it about a week, because you know me, I like to hurry. I want to find the winners of these 2 bottles of cacay oil. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I want to thank Cacay Naturals for letting me use this as a giveaway and sponsoring this video. Thank you very much. I so appreciated it. To all of my new subs out there, mwah, 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 mwah. I just love you, girls, and I'm so glad you joined me. And by all means, get in on all of this. It's fantastic. You will not be sorry. And to each and every one of my subscribers, I want you to stay sassy, classy, confident, and give me a big thumbs up on this video.